Welcome to the webcam series. This time around, for the first ever time, we are doing Mr. Liverpool. Liverpool! I've got Asmilner with me. We're going to talk about all
Yeah.
things Liverpool. Napshot Studio, we've been missing in action in terms of our street interviews, again, because of time and also logistic issues. That is actually properly sorted out, I hope. But yeah, right now I've got Asmilner with me. Familiar face. He's always there with me
Yeah.
at OTH talking about Liverpool. One of the most fanatic and passionate fan I've ever met. Um, let, let,
Thank
let
you.
us actually start off, Azmina. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining me, man. On such short
Thank you
notice.
for inviting me
No
around.
problem at all. It's great to always have you around. And let's start off with the most concerning part about Liverpool right now at this current moment. I think the whole issue, the whole news would actually surround the suspension for Alisson. What do you make of the red card?
Yes.
Being a basketballer, all of a sudden, change career in a split second.
All right. Okay, let's look at it this way. I mean, like, that was really a clear red card because we all know if he didn't touch the ball, I
Mhm.
mean, anybody would have done that. Let's be truthful about this. But then using the hand, because usually a lot of keepers, right, in that situation will use the head,
Yep,
to
yep.
hit the ball away. But he used his hand, and it's very obvious. But then, of course, it's not only him to blame, but our defense also. Like, we weren't really awake, and a long ball came through, so he had to do it. He had to take one for us, and
Yeah.
of course, it led to
I, th-
when I was at the game,
yeah, I think
all of
what
us
happened.
were
I think
feeling
he
very
he
nervous.
actually misjudged the total flight of the ball, right? Just the trajectory
Yes,
itself. He thought that he would be
yes.
quick enough to get off the line and hit it away. But then again, maybe he got confused between head and hand. Maybe maybe in his native language, hand is head is hand. But yeah, so he took one for the team. Of course, that whole saga, or rather the whole heroics, it wasn't really again it didn't really materialize, because as soon as your frozen keeper, Elsa, came in. Apparently he's frozen. He was frozen rather. So
Yes.
Elsa came in,
Yes, the
the dunk
now
scored.
it's no more corner taken quickly, it's free kick taken quickly. You can
and,
call that it.
and I'm very sure you guys wouldn't complain about it except for your manager, who's turning into a whiner right now, Klopp.
It's hard to disagree. I mean, like, we try put himself in issue. Like,
Mm,
a lot of times, if decision don't go our way, then of course a lot of time we will moan about it. But then, luckily we held on. But then at the same time, also I have to praise Brighton. It was really
mm,
quick thinking from them. We did the same against Barcelona
mhm,
last year.
mhm,
Let's not forget that. But it's all about playing to the whistle and
mhm.
thinking fast. And they did it well. Well done to them. But luckily we held on because we actually should have scored more before that and sealed the game. But then knowing what we are like what we are
Mhm.
like.
Yep. And and and
And
and,
everybody at the hub was nervous.
and also, right,
I can tell you.
we talk about just the game itself. I actually, surprisingly, I actually caught the game in full. I watched it from minute one. Um, Attacking part of Liverpool, again, no surprise. That's something quite given. But then again, it's the back issue again. In terms of
Yes.
clean sheet, it's something of a fable right now. You just can't seem to get it right. But one thing that concerns me right now, or I think one particular thing that I can pick out against United, it was apparent. Against
Okay.
a couple of teams, you guys were getting bullied up in the air. So it seems like it's a
Yes.
common theme. You want to beat Liverpool, balls over the heads. You
Hoof
get,
hoof
yeah,
hoof.
you hoof the ball, root one football, get somebody behind the line. More often than not, you probably break that defensive line. What do you make of the current defensive shape?
I mean, fine. I mean, most of the problem I feel like lies with the fullbacks, if you
Mhm.
ask me. I mean, fine, they assist and get good crosses, but come on. I mean, sometimes when the
Mhm.
balls line up, we need to be alert and try to like clear it as soon as possible,
Mhm.
as much as possible lah, and all this. But
Mhm.
that's the problem. So is actually this has been going on for the past few seasons. I
Mhm.
noticed this long ball tactic from people
Mhm.
against us. Like, maybe in Spurs 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
Then I cannot remember exactly when, but I think Man United 2 seasons ago. So this thing happened when
Mm-hmm.
it was played towards Lovren. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
then Rashford scored. Yes, this is what I remember now.
Yep, yep. And I think right now I won't say that your attackers are bailing you out. Because in truth, you guys are always dominating games from minute one
Okay.
usually. Usually you let go of the gas in patches. Nothing too concerning. Now
Yes.
you know for sure that during this festive period, games will come in thick and fast. I think
Oh,
injury list is starting to pile up. Am I wrong about it, as a Miller? Like you're getting a bit of injuries on your end. Fabinho, we know, end of
yes.
until end of December at least for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Or
Uh,
start of January, maybe.
maybe usually with that
Mid
kind of
January.
injury, you always gotta be careful. It's a bit of a delicate situation. Salah, he doesn't look like he's fit and firing. I feel that you guys are still pushing
Yeah.
him a bit. Robertson
I
though,
mean,
he looks fine.
yeah.
He looks mighty fine.
Yes, I'm thankful we still have Robertson
Mm-hmm.
because he not only can cross, but at least he's the one defending very well. Like he saved our bacon lots of times. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
forget that.
Mm-hmm.
If he's defending, he's equalizing goal against Aston Villa, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say we are thankful to have him around.
And this time around, it
Yes,
was
he is.
the narrative was a bit different. You got your
Okay.
big Dutch to actually carry on the scoring burden. I would say 2 goals from him. None of your front three actually fired. So right now, goals are coming in from all the areas. But one thing for sure, from the middle of the park, that's where you guys are severely lacking in goals. Don't you agree?
Definitely, most definitely. I mean, I always have this question like, do we really have a fixed midfield? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I told you earlier
Mm-hmm.
in the Aston Villa game after that
Yep.
we haven't been firing because
Firing.
of
Yeah.
our midfield not really
Mm-hmm.
doing its thing, and now we are starting to see the problems already. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so what if we are winning? But then if we don't fix this problem quickly, everybody can catch up on us. It's
Mm-hmm.
that simple.
Yeah, and we saw again Leicester. Everybody was hoping that I'm very sure you guys were actually hoping that they
It
would
will be a
actually
draw at least.
yeah. So of course the spoils wasn't being shared because they actually got a last minute winner. Something that you guys are
I
really used to right now. Kloppage time
Yeah,
apparently.
but then that's the sign of a top four team at least. If you
Hmm.
want to be in the top four, then you have to win even if you are not playing well.
And I
And they
hope
did that.
Yeah, and I hope just having said that, Arsenal will be listening to this because we scored a last minute goal with Lacazette 96 minutes against Southampton, and yet next game we still managed to draw against Norwich. But let's not talk about Arsenal. Them
Okay,
and
sure.
again, that's something
Okay.
that they can actually check out. I actually had a session with a couple of Arsenal boys, but we move on. Focus on Liverpool right now. Lead established at the top is 8 still against Leicester. You feeling confident going into this festive period? Boxing Day fast approaching. You got your FIFA World Club Championship on the horizon. How confident are you, mate, going into this?
Well, I'll be honest here. I'm not 100% confident because, I mean, December was our best period of last season, let's
Okay.
face it. Because, like, I think we won every game if I'm not wrong. Like, even including the win against United. Then, like, this season,
Mm-hmm.
this year, I am not too sure if the same can be done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, December was a crucial month. We beat
Mm-hmm.
United. Then before that, we won a crucial match against Napoli, which
Mm-hmm.
eventually led us to the Champions League run.
Yep.
But then this time round, we are in that position and we are playing away. So I'm not so sure how it's going to pan out for the Champions League
Are the fans
game.
are the fans right now managing expectation, or are they just again lowering down their expectation? So in case Plan A didn't work, you guys wouldn't fall flat on your face because you guys keep saying that no, it's gonna be hard for us. It's gonna be hard for us. Let's take it easy. But in every single week, every single game week, you come up with the all important 3 points. When will you guys actually come out in full, and say that, hey, this title is ours to lose right now. We are mighty confident. Maybe when you establish at least 45 points lead, then guys will start come out in full.
For me, knowing the recent history,
Uh-huh.
It's very hard to tell. I'll be honest with you, bro, but
Mm.
must at least be maybe sorry, but maybe 15 or more points clear
Wow,
because
wow.
sorry, but then really because you look at the way how things have been going the
Uh,
past few years, like the near misses, like
uh,
come on, it happened when we had 3 games to go, and then you know what happened. But
but
then
this
since
isn't this a whole tot no whole, or rather a totally new outlook in terms of what Liverpool is right now. You're talking about the team itself and the strength of individuals that you have. You've got Alisson, just got his award best keeper. Van Dijk came second. That's another debate on its own. You got Mane who
okay,
finished fourth. You've got world class players littered all over in your squad, and a European champion right now, a reigning European champion. And why aren't you guys still feeling, the upbeat mood about this Premier League? It seems like you guys want to celebrate, but it has to be behind closed doors.
well, I mean, I want to celebrate, but then like I prefer do it when it's confirmed already, so that we don't look foolish. Like, okay, when it's confirmed, you'll see me. If it's confirmed, I will run around with the rest of them and celebrate. That's it. But now it's not confirmed. We need to relax first. Like I
Uh-huh.
said before, there is still 5 more months for us to endure,
Mhm.
and a lot of things are going to happen along the way. And this December to March period is where we can truly see where
Mhm.
whether we can win the title. If December to March period we can do well,
Mhm.
can get a lot of wins,
Mhm.
then I say
Then,
it's most likely we can win.
finally, you would say this is ours.
Yes, because I prefer to be cautious.
and,
It's
and
all about playing
and
safe.
you guys are, you guys would have actually learned your lesson from the Gerrard sleep
Yes,
from last season,
yes. Oh my,
finishing 97, and still
not
managed
winning the
managed
title.
not to win, which is again something that maybe Harvard University wants to take over the case study, and maybe learn and study the case on how can you finish 97 in Premier League and still not win it. Only you guys can do it, man. Only you guys can do it. But anyway, let's fast track into right now during the time of this shoot. It's what, Thursday right now, Wednesday right
Yeah,
now,
Wednesday.
and you
Yes,
guys
that's right.
for Singapore time right now 1 a.m. You guys are playing this time
Everton,
Everton. Neverton, I heard. That's what you call them, Neverton. Um,
the noisy neighbors.
a lot of brewing issues with Everton, as you all know. This could probably be a watershed moment for Marco Silva himself. If he gets schooled, or if
Yes.
he didn't come up with anything positive, if he don't come up with anything positive, that could probably spell the end for him. 20 years, I heard, since the last time they won at Anfield. Would that
Yes,
be?
even loads of teams like Crystal Palace,
Mhm.
Blackpool, Wolves, etc. have won on our ground, but not them and City.
uh, you reckon there will be anything different this time, Asmilna?
This is a derby game. I mean,
Mm.
as much as I like to,
Oh, come
have
on!
that banter with Everton and
Surely
all
you won't say
this.
that this is gonna be hard. We're gonna be cautious. Surely it's
No,
gonna be a
but
3 points,
this is
right?
Everton. No, this is Everton because last year I remember everybody was laughing at Everton when they had
Mm.
a hard run of fixtures at
Yep.
home, like against Liverpool, Man United, in no particular order, Chelsea, Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't lose any of them. They
Mm-hmm.
won three, and the game which ultimately cost us
Mm-hmm.
the title, which was the nil-nil draw.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep. Yep.
Yes. So this is where everybody doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't know which Everton will turn up. The Everton played well on Sunday night.
Mm.
If they play with that on Wednesday night, we may never know with Everton.
Yeah, but right, with Liverpool, you guys are a bit of a captain planet. At any time of the day, pick one of the ring, one of the forces will actually help you out. Liverpool is now
Hopefully,
one of the trending hashtag
hopefully.
in Twitter.
Yeah.
And then also you got last minute penalty, Mr. Mane, who always seems to actually sleep in the penalty box after 85 minutes. That's maybe
Etc. Okay.
African voodoo is real, in Anfield. It seems like 85 minutes
Maybe.
and above. Yeah, the voodoo works well, man. He will fall down. The referee will be blinded. But then again, I'm not gonna be be touching on that issue because I'm afraid that people say
Okay,
that
sure.
I'm sour. Let's be objective about
No,
it.
but fair enough.
Yeah.
You have your own view. I'll laugh at it along.
With Everton, if there's one guy that you will pick out that would actually pose you the ultimate threat, would it be that Brazilian guy who does the chicken dance when he scores, Richarlison?
Yes, him. I mean, let's be clear here. I mean, no matter how good or how shit Everton are, I always think they are a good team. But then at the current moment, maybe I'll only take Richarlison in our team at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Him only. Him would be in our team. Other than that, maybe not even in the starting lineup, but bench player at best. But yeah, he still gets in our team. Just him.
Yeah. And I think it will be also pleasing and comforting for you as a Liverpool fan knowing that Team Cahill has long hung his boots up because he was one of the main tormentor when it comes to the Merseyside derby. So now he's
Yes.
gone. Right now, especially with Everton, they spent a lot, they invested a lot. They are not seeing the return. So all the talks right now, it's actually negative when it comes to Everton. If let's say they get out of Anfield as expected, empty-handed, would you be happy to see Marco Silva being sacked?
Well, right now, majority of us are enjoying the demise of Everton. I mean, like, if it was the other way around, I'm very sure they would be talking non-stop about it. Let's be clear on this. They will be talking non-stop if it happened to us.
Mhm,
The other way around, they will be, if they reach top four and we fight relegation,
mhm.
I'm very sure they would. But then, what happens to them? As long as I'll be honest, if I couldn't care less about what happened to Everton, as long as we beat them and we go on to win trophies. That's all I want. As long as we beat them, we go on to win trophies. That's all I want.
And one thing this fixture would usually promise it will be goals galore. Except for last season,
Yes.
it was a drab nil-nil at Goodison. But then again,
We failed
Pickford.
to score.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my
but then
god.
again, at Anfield 2-1, who on earth can actually forget Origi's impact rather with Pickford deciding to clean up.
Play basket.
No, not even basketball, dude. He was cleaning up top of the bar. He was swiping on top of the, looking for any speck of dust. And Origi did his Origi stuff. Do you think right now, if let's say for example, they're probably going to set up five against Liverpool. That's what I see because that's what they did
Okay.
against Leicester. They set up five, and Leicester found it really hard to break them down. Your front three usually they are mostly fire up when it comes to big intense game. For you right now, Azmil, if you were to pick your lineup, let's not even talk about the back four or rather the back five. I think it kind
Okay.
of picks itself. What about your selection about for the middle of the park though?
I mean, I don't know if my supporters would agree with this, but then I always kept thinking that like I mean for tomorrow I will pick maybe Henderson, Chamberlain and Naby
Okay,
Keita. Now
that's
that
bold.
Fabinho is not around
That's
anymore.
bold.
But then I wanna think that way. I mean this is against I don't I mean like they are off form but they are still a good team but
Mm-hmm,
and they will be up for this game. And why not try with this midfielder?
mm-hmm,
Chamberlain and Keita. I mean, you remember in Gang it worked, but
yeah.
why do we try it again? Like,
Mm-hmm,
especially, I mean, this is going to be intense game for sure, but
yeah.
this is one of my suggestion for the front three at least because I remember saying to you earlier that maybe the midfield is the problem why we haven't been scoring.
Maybe, yeah, you're most definitely right about it. Maybe there would
Yeah.
be certain issues that Klopp probably wouldn't want to address because you guys are winning. Like the old cliche, you don't fix a broken, or rather, you don't fix a winning team. So if it's not broken
I
right
mean,
now,
it's not exactly perfect, but of course we have to fix our problems before it's too late.
no, which is right. But you've been supporting Liverpool for the longest time. You've seen how Klopp evolve as a manager. Something that he don't enjoy doing is actually making changes. Especially with his trusted pack of players. The front three kind of select again. It's automatic. It's by default the front three. Agree?
Yes, for sure.
No chance Salah will be rested. Coming in as an impact sub. You reckon?
Probably not. I mean, like we all still need him, but
Mm-hmm.
then fine, he hasn't been scoring,
Mhm.
and I mean he missed that crucial chance at Goodison. Let's not forget Pickford saved from him last year.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Remember, it was Pickford who saved from him.
Yeah.
If he had scored, it might have been different. But then, who knows?
Uh-huh.
Today, I mean, tomorrow night might be the day that he can redeem himself
Maybe,
for that.
maybe so, maybe so. So right
Yeah,
now,
that's what I'm thinking.
yeah. Looking at Leicester, something that you guys I think the boat has really sailed past City. That's my honest opinion. Looking at
What?
how
No.
Yeah, looking at how they perform. I mean, that's at least my own personal opinion. Looking at how they
Okay.
perform, you see more of whatever you've seen against Newcastle. You know, it was the same against Norwich. Also, it was the same at home, surprisingly, against Wolf. Thank you, Agent Jonjo. You know, he did his thing.
I
So you guys owe him one medal if you guys, actually win it. So,
hope we do.
now that we are at this juncture right now, 14 games played, you guys look ultimately solid, almost titanium. What could possibly go wrong right now?
Maybe, like I said before, maybe being complacent. Like,
Mm-hmm.
remember when Barcelona came to Anfield 3-0 up, they all thought that it was already in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happened? I'm just afraid of those kind of moments like
Mm-hmm.
2014, like the examples of other teams bottling it when they were in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
All of these moments like still reoccur to me. Though it's been years already, but
Mm-hmm.
still I rather we be careful. Like when if we have a chance to fix the defensive problem, why
Mm-hmm.
not? Like I mean we can't be too open or people is going to expose us. One fine day, not every day will be lucky. I'm just trying to say this. We already
uh,
know the
Yeah, yeah, and I totally agree with you. Like I mentioned, you are really balanced in your analysis, which is great. I really hope we will enjoy what could be an entertaining game. If
yes.
any
Hopefully
of
we
the
win,
previous
of
matches,
course.
is to actually to go by, you can actually know pretty much it promises a lot of goals. And I really hope as a neutral, Everton give their best
Sure.
and
I'm sure they will.
yeah, actually make a game out of it. And also I've heard a couple of pundits talking about possibility of Everton pulling up an upset on Liverpool. Might happen. If it does,
We might. Because like I say, another thing on their mind, they might want to be the first team to beat us this season. Let's not forget that one.
that's big enough of an incentive, especially if it's a
Yes.
derby. But what would be your score prediction?
Score prediction. I'm very sure Everton is going to score. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll say a 2-1 victory, maybe. 2-1 victory in our
Another to
favour.
one, another to one victory.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I'm afraid so, but
yeah. I think the bookies right now will really hate Liverpool because it seems like 2-1 is their favorite score. You can put your house mortgage on it and you'll probably walk away a rich man. 2-1. It seems like it's always
yeah.
2-1 with Liverpool. Um
Yep.
any concern with Adrian deputizing between the sticks for you?
Well, I'll be honest, he gave me heart attack some game.
Mm-hmm.
Like Southampton, he accidentally kicked the ball into Danny Ings
Yeah.
and he went in. And against Arsenal, he was off his line. Like, luckily, Nicolas Pepe at that time
Uh-huh.
haven't really got started and he missed that chance.
Yeah, yeah. We talk about Adrian just
But
before we actually close, right? He's a bit of a cumbersome figure, but I guess Alisson isn't anything better than what Adrian is, right?
if you're going on form for this season, I will agree with you. But last season, he saved us a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Napoli, Barcelona. In fact, Barcelona that game before halftime it could have been 1-1, but he made
Mm-hmm.
that save. And of course, we all know what happened. Because it's not just Elba, he saved from Suarez, Coutinho, and
Mm-hmm.
Messi who had good chances.
Mm-hmm.
But we just never know. But Alisson hasn't been the same since he returned from injury, and I hope this suspension will help him like get better
Yeah.
from next week.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Azmil, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's really late right now. My
It's
brain is
okay, am I more
my
than happy?
my brain is completely fried. Got on a depressing talk with United fans, and then it got even more depressing speaking to Arsenal fans. And this is something I don't see people smiling and laughing. It's good to be at the top. Hope you guys enjoy the ride. Uh, really, really jealous and envious of your position right now.
But
Really
why?
don't.
You did it before not too long ago, and you won it
No,
recently,
you should.
more recently than
No,
us.
you
Let's
should
not forget.
actually omit the word "not to." It's actually long ago. If you,
But still more recently than we have, if you ask me.
we can argue. One can argue. We would actually trade your Champions League for one of our Premier League titles. We would do that in a heartbeat. But that is something that probably, yeah, we can put it in debate. I think that's a good content for us to debate whether Arsenal would actually gladly trade one of our Premier League for one of the
Sure,
Champions League.
good idea.
Yeah, but
Good
if
idea.
but if we do that, then you will lose that bragging right lah. That six baby, which is becoming fast irritating.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hopefully seven more. I don't know.
Hey, but you know what? It's great having you. This is the first time we're doing this. I'm very sure this will not be the last. I hope more Liverpool fans out there will actually join us. If you
Sure.
like this content, please do give it a like, subscribe. Most importantly, that's the only way we can grow as a channel. If you like this
Yeah.
guy, I'm sure you would. You will see more of him because right now he will be doing our street interviews. He will be paired up with another guy. You guys will probably see them by end of this week, I guess. You guys will be coming down to cover Liverpool, right?
Yeah. Bournemouth.
And what should they do if they bump into you as Milner at OTH? Apart
Uh,
from trying to steal your clothes, your shirt.
hopefully come and join our team for like an interview session and like
uh,
give us their views on the game and all this. Like get more and more friends so that everybody will publicly know about this channel, which we all need to. And it's the first time I never heard about this in Singapore, but
mhm.
then a friend introduced me and it has to be big in Singapore. Like the first, this kind of thing never really happened in our country, but
Yep,
who
fingers crossed,
knows?
man.
We could be the very first to
Fingers
bring
crossed.
up
Fingers
this
crossed.
name in our country.
I really hope so. I really hope so. And for those of you out there who would actually bump into Milner and the crew out there, please, man, say hi to them. Really friendly. I promise that they won't bite. You might hate them for supporting Liverpool, but I promise you guys, they are one of the nicest bunch I've ever met. And also for Liverpool fans, an added bonus: if you actually come up to us, say your piece. It will not take long. We promise that it's gonna be done less than 5 minutes. You would actually put your name, or rather qualify yourself for our monthly merchandise giveaway. And of course, we are not Banter Production Club. We will not give you a United jersey or United merchandise for that matter. It will be completely all Liverpool. We actually have our line of merchandise. You bought yours. How does it feel to be wearing sensational?
Definitely, thank you very much for the shirt. And I recommend everybody to go and check out Napshot Studios and the sales of like all their t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
Do check it out.
And once you guys have, right, that is something that you are entitled to win if you join them. So just say hi to them. Say you want to say your piece, quick one. They'll take your Instagram account or your Facebook for that matter. And by end of the month, we will contact you if you're the winner. Anyway, I'm signing out. Thank you so much, Hasmina, for being part of this. I'm really, really looking
Welcome.
forward for
Thank you.
you and the team out there. Again, you guys will be covering two matches, right? Liverpool
Yes.
and who are you guys playing this Saturday? Oh,
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Liverpool
Bournemouth.
versus Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. You guys are playing
Yeah.
away, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Tough one. Yeah.
right after that, United and City. Am I right?
Yeah.
Big
I
one.
think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, United City. So that will come right after that. So
All right.
yep. Wish you all the best for your Evertonian derby, the Merseyside, which is always lopsided. Nothing to compare with our North London derby. That's the real derby. Something that we
Okay.
can
Sure.
debate about, you know. But until then, this is Anori again, Napshot Studio. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are new, please do subscribe. Until now, signing out.